Hi everyone, welcome back to Gillian at Mystic Healing Therapies. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. If you've not subscribed yet, please press the subscribe button. Alright, so what shall we talk about today? So firstly, I'd like to thank you all for being here. So when I say thank you for being here, of course I do mean thank you for being subscribed to this channel. But what do I really mean by thank you for being here? Well, I mean thank you for being here on Earth at this time. I'm sure that most of you, in fact all of you, watching videos like this will be starseeds. So what do I mean by starseeds then? So many of you would have taken your first incarnation from leaving Source on another planet. So you'll have journeyed in your own planet. No doubt you have become enlightened on your own planet. And by a starseed, you've chosen to come here. So your home planet, your first birth into consciousness from leaving the Source would have been on another planet. But now you've chosen to take an incarnation on Earth. And that's what I mean by starseed. So like I say, many of you are starseeds. So what's important about coming here at this time? So all the astrology, all the prophecies point to these end times, i.e. the end of the third dimension. So many of you starseeds, evolved souls from other planetary systems, have chosen to come here, birthed into this planet at this time to assist in the ascension process. So what has it been like for you on your Earth journey then as a starseed? So many of you, we've got the black sheep analogy, haven't we? Many of you will have felt like an outsider in your life. The black sheep doesn't quite fit in, never really seems to be in the in crowd, always seems to be a bit on the edge. And I'm talking from my experience now. This could have been very lonely for you, you felt very separate, very different. But the great thing is now, all as starseeds, we are recognising each other and coming together, aren't we, for these, strength in numbers at these end times. We are sharing our light, we are shining our light. So I just want to say thank you for that and honour you watching this video for the contribution you've made. Anyone who's voluntary incarnated here at this time is a warrior. You might not feel a warrior, but believe me, you are. It's never been so difficult to be alive in these times. Now, I just want to mention, some people will have had their first incarnation on Earth. So they are not starseeds. They will have taken their first incarnation as a consciousness separate being from Source on the Earth. These people are sort of ascending. Now, I don't mean ascending as in the ascension process. I mean they are learning their lessons on Earth in order to reach their own personal ascension on Earth. Many of you starseeds will have reached your own personal ascension on your other planets. So you're already coming in with this knowledge, this innate wisdom that you have within you. Now, what I'm wanting to do and helping and encouraging everybody is to feel confident and be in touch with your own star heritage. So I've written about my personal journey as a starseed from my home planet in Rycia. I've written about that in my book, Enchanted Earth. I'll put a link in below. I've collaborated with Mark Atwood, as a lot of you know, and we're bringing this, my book, in a PDF format or a MP3 format. I've also got physical copies as well, but I know a lot of you are listening to this from all over the world. So yeah, interestingly, when I did the MP3 version of my book, I didn't realise this until I finished editing it, and it came out at 3 hours and 33 minutes long. So that's interesting. Tom Numbers, what do you make of that? Yeah, so just to get back to you, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to all of you. You know, your journeys have perhaps been difficult. You've probably felt like you're on the outside of things. But I just want to honour that with you and appreciate the fact that you're here on this planet as a warrior. And it's time that we unite. It's time that we set this collective light to bring about the new earth. Let's set the intention of bringing around the new earth. Now, a lot of you will have seen the video of Malcolm Atwood and myself at the Stone Circle, and the mantra that I've always used for at least 9 years is restore, refresh, re-energize, restore, refresh, re-energize, restore, refresh, re-energize, the power of 3. Now, reading the comments of this, a lot of people have been putting about restore, refresh, re-energize. I just had an insight today that if everybody that's watched this video, so far, this video's been up not even 48 hours, and there's been 6,000 people watch it. So imagine if all the 6,000 people watching, if we all link together in consciousness. Remember, quantum time doesn't exist. So let's imagine all 6,000 of us, mostly starseeds, linked together with our consciousness and just simply said 3 times, restore, refresh, re-energize, restore, refresh, re-energize, restore, refresh, re-energize. Imagine the impact on that on the planet. Just imagine. We could bring around the ascension in a moment, couldn't we? Imagine that. So my message is to see you, to honour you. Let's join together. Let's join our consciousness together. Let's bring in the light. Bring in the light from your own planet. You just need to remember who you are, and magical things will happen. Yeah, just getting back to this story as well. You know, I've worked a long time as a psychotherapist for, well, I started in 1997 in that job. So what's that, 25 years? As a psychotherapist. And I've worked with so many people that have felt like outsiders, you know. Many starseeds have had chosen, remember, you're already enlightened, you've already got a lot of innate soul wisdom. You've chosen very difficult paths on the earth plane. You know, some families have very maladaptive behaviours in family patterns from generation to generation to generation. Perhaps you've deliberately incarnated into that family to stop the maladaptive behaviours being passed on from generation to generation. Perhaps that's why you felt so on the outside. Perhaps that's probably why you felt like a consciousness breaker, a pattern breaker, and you've never felt like you fit in. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm actually going to remember to say today, please do like, share and subscribe to this video if you like it, and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.